Hi, I'm David Fleming from the Disciples Ignited YouTube channel, where we're focused on Jesus, advancing his kingdom, and preparing his disciples. Today we're going to continue on the issue that Paul is having with those that are teaching that the Gentile men had to be circumcised in order to be followers of Jesus. Paul wasn't going to have it because he had been taught by Jesus himself a revelation of the gospel that it is by faith and faith alone. In fact, he wrote the Ephesians concerning this, and he really put his revelation of the gospel in a nutshell in this letter to the Ephesians. Let me read it to you. Ephesians chapter 2, verses 8 and 9. For it is by grace you have been saved through faith, and this is not from yourselves. It is the gift of God, not of works, so that no one can boast. You know, Paul was dealing with this issue way back in his day when the church was still very young, and they started having these debates on what it takes to be saved. There were some, even from the Jerusalem church, that said, well, you've got to prove yourself to God. You've got to keep the law. These Gentiles have got to be circumcised. They've got to really become Jewish, and then they can become Christian. And then there are others that thought, well, no, listen, since we're saved by grace and we can just do whatever we want to do. Well, those two extremes are still taught today. There's some that call it a grace message, that God's grace allows us, gives us the freedom to do whatever we want because we're saved by faith through God's grace. Just do whatever you want. It's fine. God's grace permits it or overlooks it. And then there are others on the other extreme that say, no, you're saved by faith in Jesus, but you've got to prove yourself to God. And so you've got to keep all the rules. You've got to tick all the boxes and prove yourself righteous before the Lord. Well, no, neither one of those are right. What is right is this, is a proper understanding of what God's grace does. God's grace enables us to get saved by putting our faith in Jesus. But God's grace also gives us the power to begin to live like Jesus. Hallelujah! I love that. God's grace is his enabling power to help us not only to receive salvation, it enables us to receive it by faith, but it enables us to receive his qualities, his attributes, his character, the fruit of the Spirit, and they start growing in our lives. That's what God's grace does. Well, how do we achieve this balanced understanding of that salvation really is by faith alone, faith in Jesus? But how do we begin to live like Jesus? God's grace enables us. Well, Paul wrote the Philippians something really important, and he said in Philippians chapter 2, verses 12 and 13, continue to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, for it is God who works in you to will and to do according to his good pleasure. You know, maybe you're on one of those two extremes. Maybe you have been living a life that is just all over the place in disobedience, just doing what you want and just thinking, oh, God's grace is going to cover it. No problem. Well, that's not the way you want to go. But then there's also this feeling, well, that you constantly feel like you have to prove yourself to God. No, don't do. You don't have to go that route either. Just work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Get down at the feet of Jesus and say, Lord, I want you to be Lord of my life. And I want to serve you. So I put my faith in you. Now give me the grace to do better. That's a good place to start. Let's talk more about it tomorrow.